Hey guys, Amanda Kate Thornton here, and I am doing this live just for you guys to ask me questions. All right, so I have some time right now because I'm drinking my protein shake. I've been doing a lot of running around the last few days for my family, and I am now finally sitting down for the night. So, I'm here to talk about dream trips so we can go on trips. Like, let's go, right? I really like this little clip thing that they have. It's really nice. Like, this is really good quality. So I just like my hat a lot. So you know how hard it is to find a nice white hat? It is very hard to find a nice white hat. Me and my son are addicted to white hats and white bottles and white workout gear. Look what I found today. Ain't this awesome? If you guys don't know, I do a lot of supplements. And I do exogenous ketones, which I sell those. So if you're interested in taking exogenous ketones to put yourself in ketosis, we can have a conversation about that. They're amazing. And I've been using them for 3.5 years now. I didn't think how many years now. But I don't have any right here to show you. But I do have this nice little meal replacement plant protein shake I just bought that's vegan. And it looks amazing. Okay. And it tastes really good. So that's what's in this. But either way, we're not here to talk about all my supplements and what I like about each one. But we are here to talk about the upcoming trips. All right, so the next trip is Puerto Verde, and it is November 4th through the 6th. I believe that's the date, but I can look it up. I can look it up tomorrow. Right now, I'm just gonna, be here present for you guys for a little bit. And I can answer any questions. So if you have questions, put them in the comments below. Even if you watch this replay, put replay and put in the bottom what question you have, okay? So everybody can learn from it, all right? So what do you want to know about my travel industry or group, I should say? My travel, hold on, my dog is doing something. What is she doing? Oh, I don't know, she's having a hard time, get the last pieces of food in the very bottom, but she's managing. Anyhow, what do you want to know about dream trips and how you can make money traveling? All right, so you can, again, ask the questions below, and I will do my best to answer them straight to the point so you guys can get that information. Oh, I got this other thing today too. So it's a Popple. So I scan it with any phone or whatever. It's got a device inside it, and it pulls up my contact information so people can watch the Dream Trips presentation. They can see my podcast. They can see my YouTube channel and all that. So it's really cool. I can send you those details too. So if you would like to get one of these, I highly recommend it. They also sell them in business cards and keychain things. And there's a whole bunch of other gadgets and stuff you can get for it. And this is the one I like the best. So I got that. Anyhow, that's a totally different subject again. But I'm here, like I said, to inform you of really cool stuff in business and in life in general. This is what, I do. I do content to inspire you and educate you on all the cool stuff out there. So other than that, like I said, I'm just drinking my drink here, chilling with you for a bit. I'm going to be following up on some phone calls and things like that here and now after I drink this thing. But while I have a minute with you guys, I would like to answer questions about dream trips and how you can get involved in our massively growing global community of travelers. And again, you don't have to be a traveler. So let me tell you a story. So one of the ladies on our team or in our group, I don't know what to call it. Maybe I should nail down an actual word, our fellow travelers, our fellow members, or our fellow adventure seekers. I'll nail it down. Oh, by the way, I got a new domain today, and it has to do with making money and traveling. So what do you think? Okay, so this is the name of the domain. It's called Money. Let's see. Hold on, I have to think of it. Money something. Hold on. I gotta look it up. Hold on. I think the couple I was looking at, and I believe I got the Money on Vacation one. Let me look. That's the one I got. Okay, just making sure, because I was debating between 3 different ones, and they're all really good domains. But but I'm not going to tell you what all of them are because I might end up buying the other 2 domains too. But the one that I actually nailed down that I really liked out of all 3 of them the best was Money on Vacation. So moneyonvacation.com is now one of my new domains. I've got a bunch of domains, guys. But anyhow, that is my newest one that you'll see like a blog style of videos and reels and my experiences traveling and all the stuff that I've did this whole beginning of the year, which I've done a lot. So I've been to a lot of different places so far this year, and the year's not up, so I've got still a couple more months, right? My dog needs to go out, which I'll call somebody down here in a second to let me call somebody down here to take the dogs out for a second. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh. Hey guys, somebody needs to take the chip out, please. He's sitting by the door. Yep. Well, he needs to go out again. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I needed to call somebody down here on the intercom to come get the dog because now he needs to go out again. So he's running off. All right. So now I feel a little bit more awake. I've actually drank some protein. Let's talk about the upcoming trip. Puerto Verde, I think that's how you say it, Puerto Verde. That one's in Mexico. Again, that one is November. I believe it's the 4th through the 6th. And I would love for you to come on that. I'm not sure if I will be on that just because I got to deal with a lot of family stuff going on right now. But a lot of people on my team will be there, and you guys are going to have such an amazing time because my people are amazing and they're a lot of fun to be with. They're adventure seekers. They like to do new things. They like to try new things. They're kind of like me. You know, you see all these videos of me doing stuff and everything. You know, because I like life. I like to experience life. And a lot of people that are attracted to my community or that I'm attracted to be involved with is fellow people that also like that, right? We attract like-kind people. So, you know, if you like to travel and you like to experience new things, then, you know, you might be a perfect fit for what we're doing. We also are very well diverse in cultures. A lot of people on my team have lived in different places in the world, so there's plenty of stuff to talk about. You know, you're just going to have an amazing time. Like, I cannot stress enough until you actually go on a dream trip and actually experience what it is to actually be greeted somewhere new and feel like you're welcome there, like from the very beginning. And I've been to so many business events that I just felt really out of place, and I didn't really feel really welcomed or like I should really be there. And the people there, I didn't really you could say vibe with or connect with on any other type of level other than, oh wow, we take the same supplement or something, which could be good and bad. But you know, when you're talking about travel and experiences, you're actually creating memories. Whereas if you go to an event like a business conference or a motivational thing or 10X even, right? I love 10X, but you know, at the end of the day, those type of experiences aren't the ones that are going to be most memorable. There's no conference I've been to or event that I've been to that's that was so amazing, that changed my life. It did, there's aspects of it, right? I could say, yes, it changed my life because I met new things, I learned new things. But when you travel somewhere new, when you're exposed to a new environment, when you're exposed to new experiences and the people and the food and the culture, then it really does change your life. It really does make you see more of yourself in a different way, discover new things about yourself, really just appreciate life more in general, because you realize how small you really are in comparison of the whole big wide picture. And however stuck you are in your present environments with your present influences, it really breaks you free when you go into a new environment where there's different people, there's different cultures, different food. And then you really can say hey, you know, this where I was before isn't all there is. There's so much more possibility. There's so much more opportunity. And you're getting exposed to that. And like I said, you can only do it through travel. And I can't stress that enough, because it's been a long time that it took me to get to like where I do travel. Like, okay, let me put it this way. So let's see, about 18 years ago, I decided that I wanted to homeschool my kids, right? I was pregnant at the time. I had my first child. I knew I wanted to travel, always loved travel. At the time, I've done very little travel, like very little, very, very, very little. We've done some road trips and stuff growing up. I have been on planes by myself for many years, going back to see my grandmother, where she lived in North Carolina and then in Florida. So I've had some travel in me, and, with the road trips to go to Florida a lot of times, and then Chicago, and then, back and forth to like Virginia, Maryland area. And places around there, like different places like DC or Richmond, class field trips or events or something. That is good, right? That's like local travel, or you could say very minimal travel. A lot of people don't even do that, honestly. I know a lot of people that haven't even been to like the beach or taken their kids to the beach, and their kids are like 10, and it just astounds me. It really astounds me. That's like, by the time my kids were 10, I've had them go to New York. They've been to Paris. They've been like to Nice. They've been to Monaco. They've been all over that coast, Canes. They've been a bunch of times to the Outer Banks, all up and down the Outer Banks, Route 12. Cross country, like, United States, a bunch of places locally, like all over Virginia, so I'm just like, wow, and there's kids that haven't even been to the beach, it's like, I can't even imagine that. But again, I knew early on that, I wanted to homeschool my kids to have that flexibility, that they could travel with me, and I can travel, and I have that freedom to travel. And so another big part of that was I needed to find a way to make money where my kids are with me, of course, 24/7, because, when you homeschool, especially back then, didn't have internet, didn't have the capabilities we have now. So it's like, okay, well, how can I build my lifestyle where my kids are with me? They're getting the education they need. They're getting, the friendships they need and all that in those crucial, beginning years and stuff. And, how am I going to fund it? How am I going to have the life I want? What does that look like? I had influences, sure, which I am very grateful that I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs. My grandfather was an entrepreneur. My uncle was an entrepreneur. My parents were an entrepreneur. And really, for them, they weren't so much an entrepreneur, but they were business owners, okay? And there's a difference, definitely a clear difference. I'm more of an entrepreneur. I take more risk and try new industries and new things, whereas my grandparents and my uncle and my parents and even my ex's parents and pretty much everyone that I know that's in business has always been a small business owner, meaning they chose one industry and they stuck to it. They either grew it or closed it down and then transitioned to another industry. So I knew I couldn't so much go that route because I wanted flexibility. So I knew I would do something with technology. I would have to learn a skill that I could take anywhere with me and make it profitable. All right. So I had to learn how to do selling online, how to generate income through different technology industries, through services or products. And I've done a lot over the years. You can name something, I probably have some kind of knowledge in it, or did it, or developed it, or coached on it, or something in the online space. But that aside, so I knew early on that I was just like, hey, travel is a big deal to me. It is a life that I've always seen myself being involved with. But on the flip side of that, it does come with challenges and it comes with sacrifice. And you have to, like I said in my earlier video today, you have to make that decision for you. yourself. And maybe it's not even at a place that you're just like, I appreciate travel. Maybe I want to travel one place, or I want to wait till I get older and retired. I cannot stress enough, especially right now. I don't want to go into too much details on what's going on right now with my family and stuff, but I cannot stress enough. And I'll tell you, one story, definitely. How little time we really have, okay? And it's just astounding how much we can get involved in life and not really notice like how fast time really goes, and the changes that can literally happen overnight with, maybe a loved one gets in a car accident. Maybe, one gets diagnosed with a terminal like disease or condition. My aunt, she had a very rare case of muscular dystrophy. I think that's how you say it. It's MSA. So it's multiple system atrophy. So basically her nerves were shutting down and she was losing function slowly over like a time period of I think it was 5 years. It finally took it before it was terminal. But again, it affects the way you live your life, right? And it gives you definitely a challenge. But then there's COVID. COVID took out 2 of my family members, 2 of my uncles that were healthy and well and full of life and happy and were really the glue of the family, and now, I'm having, I don't want to go into too many details or respect privacy and what's going on, but, I'll just say life is so short, we just don't know what can happen at any minute, and we got to really say, okay, I was gifted this life. Where do I see myself? Where do I see myself in 3 to 5 years? What experiences do I feel I'm missing? What experiences do I want to have? Am I happy right now what I'm doing? And if you are holding back on waiting for the right opportunity to, we'll say, travel, because that's pretty much what this is about, or waiting an opportunity to meet new people that can teach you new skills, or want to help you succeed and want to see you grow, then take this opportunity. This is why I make these videos. This is why I shoot the content I shoot. This is why I have my YouTube channel. This is why I have my podcast. This is why I have TikTok. This is why I have Instagram, Facebook. I have 3 groups here on Facebook. I've got Clubhouse, and it all has to do with, how can I get you the freedom that you need to make money from anywhere and ultimately live the life that you love, okay? That is my mission. How can I get your mindset right? How can I get you not just a living, but a life? And in the process, of course, make a better life for the people that support me, that support my kids and my family immediately or in the future. How can I have more resources to help others? Okay. Ultimately, how can I wake you up, maybe shake you a little and say, it is possible. There's a lot of things that people probably didn't believe that I could do that I did. Okay. There's a lot of things I've done I can't believe I've done. I still can't believe I've done. I've owned a sailboat when I was 20s. I bought my first house when I was 21. I was a full-time real estate investor by the time I was 23. I was retired for the first time when I was 27. I sold a company for multi-millions of dollars when I just turned 27. So by the time I was 37, I, sold another business that was worth a couple $1 million. So, I live in a beautiful house on an estate in Virginia with my 3 kids and 4 pets. You know, I have an RV. I'm gifted life every day to actually make these videos, to give you opportunity. You know, I love food. I love like helping others and educating them and what's possible, you know, and I just want to give that to you. I mean, how can I push you out of whatever you're going through? Or maybe you're not going through anything. Maybe you just don't believe enough in yourself that something that you think is going to take 10, 20 years is really just going to take 30 days. I built a multi-million-dollar company in 3 years with no money, with credit, more than once. You know, it's not impossible. And you don't need to learn a whole bunch either. At that time, I didn't read business books. I didn't read motivational stuff. Sure, I love books. Like, okay, let me turn you around and show you how much I love books, because the crime aspect. This is only 2 rooms in my whole house, and you can probably see how much I love books. All right. That's a bookshelf full of books. That's a bookshelf full of books. I've got books in every room, by the way. All right, I've got books in my bedroom. I've got books in my studio, which is my art room. I got books in my office. I've got books in this back guest room. The books are in my kids' rooms. I love books, okay? I always have. But I never really read them to look for answers. I just kind of tried new things and paid money to get courses and paid money to make mistakes. A lot of mistakes. Paid money where I didn't make money for years, okay? So again, you know, you gotta just believe in yourself enough and just like have the right mindset that, you know, it's going to work out. That, you know, if you do a recipe enough times, you're going to figure out what tastes good and what tastes bad, you know. If you get a little help along the way, maybe a certain way to like fold the dough or froth the drink, you know, it's going to make all the difference in the world, yes, and it's going to speed up your time. But at the end of the day, over a long enough time period, if you're keeping track, you're going to figure it out, you know, and you don't have to figure it out all at once. And sometimes a mistake can lead to a good thing. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. The most ingenious inventions in the world have came from mistakes. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. In fact, I encourage you to make mistakes because that's how you're going to grow the most. But either way, like I said, I wanted to make this video and I want to stay positive and look for, you know, I wouldn't say look for the opportunity. The opportunity is there. If you really want to make money from online, reach out to me. You know, not only do I have my travel company, you know, with Dream Trips, you know, I've got that new domain that I'm excited to show you because I'm going to be like doing it like a blog thing. So I'm going to introduce you to new foods, new cultures, all the trips I've done this year, probably last year. I don't know. We're going to see how far back I can write some content for you so you can get excited about places that you can go. We've got our next trip, like I said, in Puerto Verde in Mexico, which is supposed to be really amazing. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go on that. I'll see over the next few weeks if I can do like a last minute thing there, but it really depends if my family needs me or not. But like I said, I won't know at least for another week. But I would love for you to go meet my team. My team's going to be there and they're amazing and a lot of fun. And you can even meet them right through, you know, Facebook or Instagram. I'll introduce you so you don't feel like, oh, this total strangers. They're very friendly. They're very nice. You're going to have a lot of fun. Like I said, but not only that, if you don't want to, if travel's not a thing for you, if you don't want to do like a monthly income where you go traveling and talk about travel and all your experiences, that's fine. You know, I also have my growth mastery program that teaches you how to already take your course and scale it up, how to automate it, how to get new clients with that, how to delegate the task. I've even got a mastermind coming up at the end of the month that we're planning here at my estate. So you can come to a mastermind, which is basically like a 3-day, a 3-day workshop that we're going to go over like what you're doing in your business, what you can improve on, that can instantly make changes to start making more cash flow, or even just like give you more access to individuals that you might not know that I know, right? So I've got a really big network, guys, and I have some really amazing people, and some people I just don't, and like I can't speak about or talk about, even like clients and stuff, just because, you know, they are a big, I wouldn't say a big deal, but they are a big deal. Like I've got some really amazing contacts. But again, you know, if I can introduce you directly to somebody that could ultimately get you to the next step, I would love to do that. So like I said, I've got more options for you, you know, but the thing is, how can I help you live your ultimate life? Is it a mindset thing? I have mindset courses too. The last one I'm redoing, the last mindset course that I did, I think the year before last, I'm going to redo that course because I got a new video camera, so I want to do that. So I'll let you know when that one comes back up. I have a book that I'm writing. I've got motivational tracks that are in the works that I'm super excited to share with you. It is by a top worldwide like mixer. Worldwide. He's done a ton of different really high level motivational speakers tracks. I'm super excited for my book, my mindset book that I'm writing. That is going to be published by a really amazing top of the line industry leader in motivational books. So I'm super excited to share that when that comes on, that's probably next spring that will be actually ready and out there, because I want to pick out a really amazing designer to design the cover. You know, there's a couple like testimonials I would love to get before I actually like have it out like on Amazon and stuff like that. So again, you know, I am making my ultimate life. How can I help you make your ultimate life? Okay. What kind of resources, what kind of things that you need to get to your next level? Because together we can grow a lot faster. Now, a lot faster than growing apart. All right. All right, guys. Much love, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Take care and have a good night.